My name is David Lesch. I'm currently working as CEO of AV Media integrator from Czech Republic. So we do both AV integration, and we have even a team of people doing AV rental and staging. That's a really long story. We joined InfoComm 1996, so we will celebrate our 20 years anniversary just next year. And we can say that we really spent nearly the whole our career with InfoComm, because AV Media was founded in 1992. And we really grew with InfoComm because we joined InfoComm in 1996 with turnover about $2 million. And now we are reaching more than $30 million. So really we made a 20 years journey together. I think everybody from AV industry knows InfoComm because of its show. Everybody at least once visited any of InfoComm's show, either InfoComm or ISE in Europe. But I think the biggest benefit we achieved through InfoComm is education. We really started with education at InfoComm show. Then we asked some teachers to come even to Prague. So we organized several classes on site. We started with AV Essential, then we organized the full design program, because these are 3 classes. We added project management and project management for rental. We even localized AV Essentials. So currently we are running AV Essentials ourselves. So each new employee within AV Media is trained through this AV Essentials by our own people. So if you are within the first year of your career at AV Media, you will need to go through AV Essential, and then you will start your certification path, because after that will come CTS and other certification. First, what's really great on CTS, it's the official certification currently under ISO standards. So it's really a certification that the employee can even take out of AV Media if he is moving on. So it's his own personal achievement. So we just decided to incorporate this into personal career plans. So if you are starting within AV Media, you go through AV Essentials, and then you start your preparation for CTS. In our case, it's even more difficult because we are not native English speakers. So it's even for a lot of our employees prove that they are able to go and to prove their AV knowledge and competency in English. So for the company, it's the proof that we are able to do global business, that we are able to work for global companies in Czech Republic, or we can even go with our people abroad. And so we have like 175 employees, and we have more than 40 CTS certified colleagues. First, we got a lot of knowledge and experience. Knowledge and experience on which we were able to leverage for quality of our service. And we think that we are really successful within a region of Central Europe, and the reason why we are successful is because of our knowledge and experience. So what we got through education, we were able to move to our customers, and that's our success. You can't be long-term successful on customer side if you are not well experienced or educated, and if you are not looking for all new trends, and if you are not inspired by the best in the industry. because of education. I am always telling everybody there is such a large variety of classes organized by InfoComm, not only on-site or personal classes, but there is a lot of webinars and a lot of distance learning or e-learning, and you just take this opportunity and use it, because within such a small industry it's very difficult to educate people. If you are doing this properly, you need to spend much more money and much more energy. And InfoComm is in this respect such a great help. And it's really getting its knowledge through its members. That means that the members are contributing to this global knowledge or organizational knowledge or institutional knowledge, and we are just sharing this knowledge with InfoComm help.
Great. Anything else you want to add?
Just join InfoComm. It's a great organization full of great people.
My name is Vladimír Lazárek, and my job in AV Media is technical director now. I started in AV industry in 1992, so after 15 years in 2007, I started in AV Media. And in this year I passed the CTS test. When I started in AV Media, my first job was quality manager. So my job was check the realization. So the CTS test was a challenge to know if my knowledges are so good that I can check the realization of our installation. I cannot say if it's helped to grow our business, because in our country the CTS certification wasn't known. But now I think, especially for international companies which has some subsidiaries here, they know the CTS certification, and they ask if some company has it or people of company has it, and choose this company in tenders. When I passed the CTS certification, I start a very close cooperation with InfoComm guys, for example with Godwin Denny, and I helped to our guys to prepare for CTS. So I work with InfoComm very closely, and it is my how to say, good feeling to help our guys to be better. I think the very good things is to read the CTS exam guide. It is a very good book for learning all of question which is in CTS test. And I think it's needed to learn very good English, because English is very difficult for us for passing CTS.
My name is David. I'm product manager in company AV Media, and I'm here from 2008. So, but I'm industry, I'm in since 1995. It was quite challenging, the motivation to get the CTS in terms of English and in terms of knowledge, because I came from consumer electronics, and this certification is more focused for the professional AV, so it was quite challenging for me, and it drives me. It gives me the knowledge of the processes and things around the design and how to communicate it with the customer and with the different teams and different authorities in the project. It's responsibility, because if you go to the project without any knowledge, any CTS, any kind of certification, so you may go there and then go out, and if you say something wrong, nobody cares. But if you are a CTS, you are responsible for yourself and for the company and for the InfoComm, of course. I feel like the part of the industry, of the community. Because if you go to the ICE or InfoComm or somewhere where this certification is recognized as the important one, so it's a very pleasant feeling that I have the CTS. In terms of, let's say, the knowledge and some local recognition. In Czech country, the CTS is not widely recognized as an important certification. But in other countries, in Europe and in US, it's very important. If you write in your email to your signature that you are a CTS, that the reply comes in a few minutes. It's important as other professional certification, because the customer should have some point to the tender and to other, let's say, competition, that the CTS should be the benchmark for the quality of the partner. So I think that's important to persuade customer or convince customer to accept the CTS as an important part of the business. Yeah, keep going, guys. Keep going, because it's important for you and for industry. Not even for you, but for the industry, because you, from your person and from your CTS, you, let's say, announced the importance of the CTS worldwide.
My name is Tomáš. I'm working for AV Media in Czech Republic, and I'm in AV industry about 8 years, and I am almost 5 years CTS holder. It was great to prove my knowledge about AV industry and about project management and things around. So that was my motivation to be part of CTS group. It was quite difficult for me, not because of knowledge about AV industry, but of course because of English language, which is almost problematic for everybody outside the US and the UK. And it was difficult to understand, answer the question. It was a problem to know what you are speaking about in books and so on. But there was a lot of important information for me. So that was fine to know a lot of new things, to learn that. I prepared myself personally with books only. So I read a lot of books from InfoComm. That was really long and hard evenings at my home. Yeah, that's great. That's great feeling, of course. All the time, it's great feeling when you pass some improvement. So it's great to be a part of CTS. So it's great to have this NIP, and it's fine. It's really fine to be part of you. Just keep going and pass it, and be a part of CTS, as me and my colleagues.
My name is Jack. Surname is also a little bit difficult. That means only Jack. I'm working on position audio specialist, and my job is setting, doing some designs and so on. All is about audio mainly. My CTS was started by AV Media because when I came to AV Media it was some basic level for my position, and for 1 year I was preparing when I came. It was I think 4 or 5 years ago, and then I tried it and I was success. It was helpful because I find each part of the process, and I can tell that, for example, our sales guys do this, and I can see that this is my position. I do this, and my responsibility is done, and it was specified by CTS by each part of the whole project. I'm glad. It's only word. I'm glad. I'm appreciate, and I hope that I will be also successful maybe in the future in some other CTSI, CTSD, or other certification. I think just one advice from my side. It's practice, because I am on site, I am doing on site, and it was also one of the basic part which helped me to do CTS. I think when you start doing CTS, starts to do also practice.